I came from the edge, where the maps lose their ink, where the road looks at the horizon and forgets how to continue. They thought distance would make me small. They never understood. Distance sharpens hunger, and hunger, when it survives long enough, becomes direction. Came from the edge where the maps lose their ink, where hope learns to swim or gets taught how to sink. Had a kingdom inside me, no throne and no key, just a voice in the distance saying, come and be free.
I grew where the skyline was narrow and still, but the mind in my skull kept climbing the hill. Every night I would stare where the darkness began, like the stars have been planted to summon the man that was fire in my silence, a blade in my calm, a storm learning patience inside of my palm. I was young, but the hunger was older than me, like an animal chain that remembered the sea. They mistook my restraint for the absence of force, never knowing still water can alter its course. I was studying doors while they laughed at the frame, learning locks, learning hinges, remembering names. I did not have a map, so I followed the ache. Every loss was a compass, each wound was a stake. Put my flag in the soil of whatever I faced, made a home out of pressure, made time out of waste.
I learned early that dreams are not general affairs. They will visit your sleep, then abandon you there. So I stopped asking heaven to carry my load, put my prayers in my chest and my feet on the road. I crossed through the mouth of an ocean at night, with the furnace for lungs and no war in my sight. Reached the land they described as the summit of man, only found taller walls and more elegant chains that welcomed my hands but grew scared of my mind. Wanted me grateful, obedient and blind. They saw what was buried beneath all the scars. Some men fear candles, some men fear stars. I am hungry, but hunger don't beg. It sits at the table and studies the spread. I am angry, but anger don't shout. It measures the distance and figures it out. I came from the silence, I came from afar. Now every lock gate knows exactly who we are. They buried the seed to prevent it from springing, but darkness is soil, and I kept on living.
New world, bright lights, cold eyes at the door. They will offer you shelter, then measure your floor. They will praise your endurance, applaud what you bear, long as you never imagine the throne or the chair. They like you exhausted, they love you polite. They call it ambition when born in the right, but when it comes resting in unfamiliar skin, examine the fire and that's where raiders bid. I walked in the rooms where the air became thin, smiles on their mouths, quiet war in their grin. They would shake my hand lightly, then tighten the gate, like they smelled something coming and feared it was fate. They saw how I listened, how little I spoke, how I carried the weight without asking to choke, how I watched every movement, remembered each lie, how I looked at the ceiling like it was the sky. They knew I was not there to decorate walls, not a number that answers whenever it's called. I had plans in my bloodstream, blueprints and bone. I could enter a desert and leave with the throne. So they moved like the winter, concealed and precise. Put a smile on the trap, put perfume on the vice. Tried to slow down the clock, tried to poison the well. Tried to make me believe that my hunger was hell. But hunger is holy when purpose is pure. It can turn every wound to a permanent cure. It can teach you to build with your back to the rain. Make a palace from exile, make scripture from pain. I did not cross water to drown at the shore. I did not break distance to kneel at a door. I did not lose sleep just to live half awake. I did not come this far for permission to take. They wanted to work, I came as a force. They wanted obedience, I studied the source. They thought I was running from where I had been. I was carrying a nation beneath my own skin. They saw what was buried beneath all the scars. Some men fear candles, some men fear stars. I am hungry, but hunger don't beg. It sits at the table and studies the spread. I'm angry, but anger don't shout. It measures the distance and figures it out. I came from the silence, I came from afar. Now every lock king knows exactly who we are. They buried the seed to prevent it from springing, but darkness is soil, and I kept on living. I learned that an enemy does not always carry a weapon.
Sometimes he carries advice.
Sometimes he calls your caution wisdom.
Sometimes he tells you
to be realistic.